Hi YouTube, I've gotten a request or two to show how to actually set up your dies for reloading, so I thought I would do that today. So the first one we'll start is setting your decapping slash depriming slash resizing die right here. So what you want to do initially, get it started in your press here like this. Just to get it started, and you want to put your correct shell holder here, so make sure it's the right one. I'm reloading or I'm going to show you how to do with a 40 Smith & Wesson case here, as you can see. So run your case holder all the way to the top and leave it at the bottom of its stroke to where it's all the way up. Then you want to turn your decapping die all the way until you feel it contact that surface. Then bring it down, take this guy about another half or quarter a turn, and that's it. It's set. If you have a Lee die set like I'm showing you here, it simply sets with a rubber sort of grommet deal, but the RCBS kits or maybe some Redding kits or something will have some sort of little locking thread screw right here, and you can tighten that with an Allen wrench. And once you have your decapping die set like this, you're good to go. One other thing I guess you should pay attention to, on most pistol ones it'll be set up fine, from the factory, but occasionally this rod in here that actually decaps the bullet, as you can see right there, sometimes this part is a little bit too far out and it'll contact the inner part of this case here. So you want to have this far enough to pop the primer all the way out, but then not too far to where that flat part in there contacts the inside of the case here. So after you have it set right, it should be a fluid motion, and I'll show you how it should be after you get it set. But if you need to back this off or back this in or whatever, the decapping rod is a lot less important than you getting these flush with each other, like I said earlier, because that will resize the entire case. So then once you have it set, run through, as you can see, primer drops out. Now I've got a resized case, and the primer's gone. Another thing too about these, with rifle cases, you're going to want to use case lube first. I may have showed you that in my other tutorial. After you get it set, you're going to want to use case lube. But for most pistol presses, most of them are carbide, and they don't need any sort of case lube. And the tolerances are much lower in pistol cases anyway. So if you have a carbide die set, which I'm pretty sure this Lee is, I've never used case lube in this thing, your cases will be fine. And even if you have a little bit of wear on that, after you tumble it, most of that should come out. And I also strongly advocate for a stainless steel tumbler. It makes them look brand new. But anyway, that's how to set up your resizing depriming die, and I'll move on to the next step.